Hi, it's Ashleigh from Sweet Dreams Bake Shop, and today I'm going to be showing you a really cool wet on wet technique. Now, one of the biggest tips I can give you whenever you are doing wet on wet technique is to avoid flooding. You want to use your piping and flooding consistency, and you want to make sure that you layer on this icing a little bit thinner than you normally would when you're flooding a cookie. This is because when you're going to add more icing to it, you don't want it to overflow off of the edge. It's also important to use really consistent consistency for both things that you're piping. So this wet icing that is also going on top is also the same consistency as the white icing. You'll notice that my shapes are not very perfect, and this is because once this is all dry, we're going to go in later with some edible marker, and we're also going to use piping consistency on top as well. It's a stylistic choice to have things look a little bit messier so that it kind of looks like watercolor behind the actual drawing itself. If you want yours to look more perfect and Art Deco-ish, then I would suggest that you make sure that your shapes are a little bit more perfect than mine. It almost reminds me of stationery. You'll notice here that I'm using some airbrush coloring, and I just put the coloring directly on. You can do that as well. If you want to know how I got that dried within 5 to 10 minutes, go ahead and check out that tutorial in the right-hand corner. Now I'm taking a really good edible pen and I am drawing in those lines to create my rose. And really, you don't have to be perfect with this. In fact, you want to be a little bit imperfect with this so that it looks more natural. If you're not good at just thinking up what flowers you want to draw off the top of your head, I really do suggest that you look at some inspirations of prints that you like and then try to recreate those. I've seen some cookie designers just kind of leave it at that and it looks really cool as a flat print, but I thought mine needed a little bit more extra pop, so I'm adding in these white lines. I always add white when I feel a little bit nervous about adding something different to the cookie because I find white can make it pop without adding too much of a difference in case you don't like it. I decided to go in with some black detailing, and honestly, I just added this detailing as I saw fit. I originally wasn't going to use any more royal icing that was in black, but it actually made this really pop. I'm going to pipe in my thank you. You can do this however you would like. The key to writing is making sure that you have even pressure all the way through as you're doing this. And consistency is key. So this icing is pretty thick. Add on your leaves as desired, but you could totally just leave this as a floral print if you wanted to. When adding your leaves and flowers, it's actually all about the placement. I knew that I wanted something to the side and I wanted it to kind of creep up naturally. I didn't want it to be a definitive half. I use this design as another thank you cookie, but you could honestly use this for anything. This is beautiful for birthdays or just a because cookie. This cookie is the same size as those really big donuts that I made yesterday. So the pricing you see is all attributed to the detailing, but also the size of the cookie, which is about 6 inches. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can be part of the Sweetie fam. Right now, I'm uploading daily, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Also, be sure to comment, request, or ask a question. I love hearing from you guys. Bye.